Boker Tov, Abotai, Boker Tov. Baruch Hashem, Abotai, we got to Wednesday, the day of Nezach. We know, Abotai, that every single week I always say Nezach comes from what word? Nitzachon, victory. That on the day of Wednesday, a person could achieve victory, he could achieve the impossible. Whatever seems far, with the sphira of the day, with the attribute of the day, he could go and be ambitious and achieve what he wants. We know that what tzaddik is attached to today, what's forefather? Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu stands with Nezach. Moshe Rabbeinu represents victory. Moshe Rabbeinu came from the lowest of the lowest, from the house of Paro, and he reached to be standing amongst the angels in Shammai. That everything is possible. Moshe Rabbeinu proved that everything is possible. We see about in this parasha something very, very interesting. This parasha is Parashat Vayitchanan. We know Abotai that Moshe Rabbeinu was punished for hitting the stone when he was supposed to speak to the stone. Because Baruch Hu said speak to the stone, he hit it, and he got punished. What was his punishment? That he was not allowed, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu told him that he will never enter Eretz Israel. In this parasha we said Moshe Rabbeinu comes to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and he's begging HaKadosh Baruch Hu to forgive him and to allow him entry into Eretz Israel. The Torah says that how many prayers did he pray? 515. Why 515? Ki minyan veitchanan. Veitchanan in Gematria, 515. Moshe Rabbeinu prayed 515 times to Hashem to forgive him and to allow him to enter Eretz Israel. The Midrash and the Mefarshim say something amazing. If Moshe Rabbeinu was to pray one more tefillah, one more prayer, he would what? He would achieve to enter Eretz Israel. That if he was to do one more prayer to Hashem and tell HaKadosh Baruch Hu one more time, allow me to enter Eretz Israel, Hashem would have no choice but to allow him to enter Eretz Israel. Why is that, Abotai? What's the difference between 515 and 516 tefillah? And the answer to that, Abotai, is something simple. That's what we spoke about yesterday in the Shur of Zohar. Yesterday we said that, in life, a lot of the time we sit down, we ask, we say, if HaKadosh Baruch Hu created the world, and me, as a person that's praying to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, why can't he give me what I ask for? I asked for Parasha. If Hashem created the world, he could just give it to me. Why can't we get always what we ask for? And the answer to that, Abotai, is simple. The answer to that is that we need to be a vessel, we need to be a keli in order to receive. If we're not a keli, if we're not a vessel, we will not be able to receive what we ask for. The best analogy we could give Abotai is a bulb. If I have a home of a bulb, which is 50 watts, and I take a bulb which is 500 watts, yes, the 500 watts is more beautiful, it brings more light, brings more shine, it's going to make the room look 10 times bigger. But if I take that 500 watt bulb and I put it in the home of 50, what's going to happen? It's going to explode. Why? Because the home is not a vessel to receive. That the home of the bulb is not a vessel to receive that light, to receive that amazing power, so it doesn't connect. But we can only achieve what our vessel is big enough to fit in. If we are able to uplift ourselves and make our vessel bigger by connecting ourselves to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to making all what we do in B'Kedusha, B'Tahara, we could be able to receive. It's all a matter of becoming a vessel. Now, Abotai, we can learn from this Parasha, and we can learn to answer that question. We said, what's the difference between 515 and 516? And it's, Abotai, a matter of persistence. Bottom line, Abotai, a person could achieve the impossible as long as he continues his line and he doesn't give up. Because eventually, if you don't give up and you continue to grow in B'Kedusha, B'Tahara, you will reach to that level of being worthy of receiving. But when these things start to fail, we start to give up. Sometimes we can work and work and work and work and work and work and work, and we see no accomplishment and we give up. But how do you know that maybe we're this close to achieving it? You were one try from getting up and achieving what you've been running after for years. It could be with Parasha. A person gets up and he builds a business and it fails, and he builds and it fails, and it builds and it fails. How do you know that if you do it this time it will succeed? It's a matter of having our line and never giving up. When we give up, it's the purest lack of emunah. It's the most strong lack of faith, because you always say, HaKadosh Baruch Hu, you're not big enough to grant me this blessing. And also, when the time will come, when we will be worthy, our hand won't be out there to receive it. Because we already gave up, we already pulled back our hand. So in life, Rabotai, today we need to always have that thought to be strong, to have koach, to look at the impossible and bring it down to our lives. And that, B'at Hashem, is a blessing of today. Amen. Kenyat.